Hello, first grade. So today in our grammar lesson, we're going to be talking about capitalization and types of sentences. So first grade, when we are talking about sentences, we know that groups of words that are put together to talk about an idea is called a sentence. And now I'm going to show you some ideas and some examples of types of sentences. So I have a sentence right here, and my sentence says, Pat can play tag. Now, looking at this sentence, first grade, I can figure out that this is my first word. And my first word should always have a capital in it. And having that capital letter shows me that is at the beginning of the sentence. At the end of the sentence, we should always have a type of punctuation. So you can have a period, you can have an exclamation point, or you can have a question mark. And we'll talk about those types of punctuations. Now, my next sentence, I have an exclamation point. And when we have an exclamation point, that means that I have to give some type of enthusiasm, excitement of it. So anytime you see an exclamation point, your voice should kind of raise when you're saying it. So if I had a period, I'll go ahead and show you what it would sound like. I like to play tag. If I put that exclamation point at the end, it'd be like, I like to play tag. So I want to have some enthusiasm and some excitement when I put that exclamation point at the end. Now I'm going to show some examples to you of a sentence that needs fixed. So when I'm doing that, if you could please pause me and go ahead and grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and we're going to go ahead and write a sentence together, and we're going to try and fix it. My sentence here says, I see a tan bat. First grade, what I want you to do is if you can pause the video and go ahead and write this sentence down. When you're finished, we'll go ahead and work on fixing what needs fixed in our sentence. Alrighty, so my first says, I see a tan bat. What is one thing that we noticed that we talked about earlier that we need to have at the beginning of the sentence? Always at the beginning, we should have you're right, a capital letter. So I'm going to go ahead and change that I into a capital I. I see a tan bat. Now I'm missing something. Does anybody know what I'm missing? I want you to think nice and hard. What am I missing at the end of my sentence? You're right, a punctuation. Now I can have a period, I could have an exclamation point, or I could have a question mark, but it has to fit my sentence. So this time, what should I put? I agree. I think we should put a period. I think that would be perfect. So I want you to go ahead and point under your words, and we're going to go ahead and read it together. Ready? And point with your pointer finger. I see a tan bat. Awesome job, first grade. Let's go ahead and try another example. My next sentence is, we love gym. So first grade, I want you to go ahead and hit that pause button and go ahead and write this sentence. And when you're done, go ahead and unpause me, and we'll go ahead and go over exactly what is wrong with the sentence and how we can fix it. Alrighty, first grade. So we have, we love gym. What do I need to fix in this sentence? We need to fix the we, because we is not capitalized. And at the beginning of every sentence, we always need a capital. Good job. Now what do I need at the end of my sentence? We love gym. Do you think we should put a period? Let's go ahead and read that. We love gym. I think I need some more enthusiasm. Wait a second. What do I need to help me with that enthusiasm? An exclamation point. Awesome. Let's go ahead and read that sentence together. Remember, bring out your pointer finger and touch under every word that you read. And remember, You need to have some type of expression when you're reading with an exclamation point at the end. We love gym. Awesome job. First grade, you did a great job with that. All right, first grade, so now I'm going to show you a sentence that doesn't really make much sense, and I think we should try and expand it. It's really, really important in first grade that if we have a small sentence and it really doesn't make much sense and you're not giving much detail to it, we need to expand it. So my sentence is little hat. Is that a sentence? Little hat? I don't know about this little hat. So I want you to go ahead and think of something that we could put. Think it in your head. And when you're done, you can go ahead and write it down. Expand your sentence. How would you do it? Go ahead and pause this after you're done with your sentence. Then I'll come back and I'll show you what I put for my sentence. All right? All right, first grade. So this is what I put. The little hat is blue. So in the beginning, I had just little hat. But I expanded my sentence because I wanted to make it into a sentence that I thought made more sense and had more detail. So I added the in the beginning of little. When I did that, I made sure that I had that capital T on my the, because you can't start a sentence if you don't have a capital. And then at the end of my sentence, I just put a period. So I would read my sentence, the little hat is blue. All right, first grade. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about if a sentence is a complete sentence or if it is not a complete sentence. So with this sentence, I have Max ran to the cat. So first grade, I want you to go ahead and read this with me. You ready? Take your pointer finger. If you need to, you can put it on your screen or just lightly put it by your screen so you're not touching your screen. All right, let's read. Max ran to the cat. Let's try it one more time. Max ran to the cat. All right, I want you to think to yourself, is this a complete sentence or not a complete sentence? You're right, it is a complete sentence. Max ran to the cat is a complete sentence. Awesome job. All right, now I have this sentence, a map. And I want you to think to yourself, is this a complete sentence or not a complete sentence? A map. You're right, it is not a complete sentence. I wonder why it's not a complete sentence. If I read a sentence and I just said a map, well, we have to think to ourselves, what about that map? A map is what? So thinking of some ways that we can finish our sentence. So I took our two words, a map, and I put right here. A map right here, period. So that is now a full, complete sentence. So first grade, when we have something that just looks like that, like the a map, we need to be able, like I said earlier, to expand our sentence and to make it into that complete sentence. So we're going to do one more recap of having a capital at the beginning of our sentence and some type of punctuation at the end. So I have the sentence, he can see the school. All right, so I'm going to go ahead at this time and write it with you. All right, now when I do this first though, I want you to watch, sorry, that was my dog. You watch it first, all right, and then I'm going to write it down first and then we'll read it together. And then you can go ahead and pause your video and write it down and fix what you need to fix on your sentence. And then we'll go over it at the end. Alrighty, so I have, he can see the school. And I apologize, I don't have enough room to put it into a full-length sentence all the way. But if you're writing on a piece of paper, it should go all the way across. all right? He can see the school. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to point and I want you to read with me as I point. He can see the school. What do I need to fix here? Go ahead and pause this and write this sentence and fix what we need to fix. When you're done, go ahead and press play and we'll go ahead over that. All right, first grade, so you've written your sentence and now you have corrected what needed to be corrected. So he, what do I need at the beginning of that sentence? You're correct, a capital. So I'm going to change that lowercase h and change it into an uppercase H. He can see the school. What do I need at the end of my sentence? Yeah, a period. Some type of punctuation. Now I'm just going to use a period. I'm not going to use any enthusiasm with that one. He can see the school. Awesome job, first grade. I am so proud on the way that you have used different types of words to create sentences and how you have fixed all of your sentences to have a capital and some type of punctuation at the end. And remember, we always want our sentences to be complete. If we don't have enough words in them, we want to stretch it out so it becomes a complete sentence. Awesome job, first grade. See you later.